What is going on in Iowa? What is this mega known as MOGA? Well, if you're attending the MOGA and taking on the EarthCache Bingo Challenge, this video breaks down which EarthCaches within an hour of ground zero match up with the various bingo spaces. And if EarthCache Bingo is new to you, I've left a link in the description that explains the challenge from the start. Starting at ground zero for the mega, it turns out there are 39 EarthCaches within an hour's drive as of 8 March. Now, sometimes EarthCaches get published before the start of a mega, so that number could change. But I took a look at a variety of things for all 39, what lessons or subjects they touch on, where they're at, attributes, stuff like that, and then compared everything with the block criteria. Now, don't forget that an EarthCache can meet the criteria for more than one block, depending on the topic, where it's located, how many favorite points, etc. Stuff like that. But you also need to remember that the blocks don't stack. You can only apply a single EarthCache towards a single block. So if an EarthCache on the water cycle is in a park and has 100 favorite points, that find can only apply towards one block. Now that I've reminded you of that, let's take a look at the various block categories. We're going to start, as always, with the topic category, and around this mega, you can find 8 out of the 10. There appears to be 22 based on rocks and minerals, 21 on sand and soil, 23 on the water cycle, 20 based on landforms, 17 geohazards, 1 dealing with planetary geology, which is a rare one, 4 on volcanism, and 9 EarthCaches on glaciers. Finally, we get to see something that has glaciers around it. The 2 you can't find are economic and historical, which was actually kind of surprising. Okay, of the 5 location blocks, now some of these blocks can be hard to analyze, but it looks like there's only 2 blocks available for this mega. I found 27 within an urban area, which is actually the highest I've seen so far, and 25 within a state or local park. I found none above 1,500 feet, none in a national park, which may not necessarily be the case, and that 5th block, the one I can never analyze, because obviously there's no way for me to know if you are outside of your home state. For the time-based blocks, as I said before, while you should definitely keep a lookout for new EarthCaches created in support of the event, currently there are none placed in 2026 so far. But of course, if you find any 12 EarthCaches while at the mega, or really any 12 during 2026, you meet the criteria for that block as well. Attribute-based EarthCaches. Of the 3 blocks, right now, only 2 are available. I found 2 EarthCaches that have a difficulty or terrain rating at a 3.5 or higher, and I found a single EarthCache that has 100 favorite points or more. There were no lonely caches available, which continues the trend that I'm seeing here in the United States. Now, the channel-based blocks. All right, using the EarthCache or pass form, that of course can be done anywhere. While you're out geocaching, if you see something geologically interesting, take a variety of photos, take note of your location, and send that information to me using my form. I'll leave a link for you in the description below. Note that I am modifying the rules a bit, that if you created 3 EarthCaches between 2025 and now, you're exempt from both the EarthCache or pass tool block and from watching my class video block. Clearly, you know what you're doing. And as always, one of the easiest blocks to knock out is putting a comment in a video. For example, if you post a comment in this video, then you've met the criteria for that block. This series of videos has been really interesting for me, and I talked about this a little bit when I did the video on the Texas Mega. This one is now the 6th video I've done on a mega since the beginning of the year. And I'm no mega expert, but I can say that I've never seen one that focuses on competitive orienteering like the MOGA does. Now, like other megas, this one has a ton of other stuff going on, but like the Texas Challenge, the core of this mega is around the competition that'll take place. You got Entries for like individuals, 2-person and 4-person teams competing at finding 30 orienteering punches hidden in the woods within a 2.5-hour time limit. That 100% feels like what I had to do as a young lieutenant in the Marine Corps before the advent of GPSs, really. We had to learn how to read a map, and our final exam was, it was just kind of crazy. All right, thanks for watching. Best of luck to all the competitors, and for everyone attending the Mega, I wish you safe travels to and from. I hope you have a great time and that you find a ton of caches, and perhaps some of those will be Earth caches while you're there. Take care. Now, very few people watch videos all the way to the end. So if you have, I think that you're entitled to something else. An easy spreadsheet listing the 39 Earth caches and which blocks I think they qualify for. I'm going to put it in a folder, but to access the folder, you'll need the link. I'm going to put the link in the description, but there's a catch. The link I'm going to put in the description won't work until you change one of the digits in the URL. So listen up. Right after the word folders and / is an X. Change that to the number 1, then it should work for you. Again, I hope you have a great time and that you find many Earth caches.